before beatboxing, okay? We're gonna talk about everything you can do before actually starting to do the round, okay? Up. So it can be pretty easy. So before beatboxing, you have to be honest with yourself. Well, how can I say that? Especially when you're in a big championship, like a national championship or something, you're gonna have a lot of people that are extremely good, and people who are gonna on a technical aspect or something, you know, you're gonna look at them, you're gonna be like, oh my god, they're better than me on this, better than me on that, or whatever. So I'd suggest to stop a bit the comparison with the others and start looking at your beatboxing and being like, okay, what am I good at and what are my weaknesses? You know what I mean? So depending on this, you can take a path that's original and that looks like yourself. Because let's say, for example, you have this kind of pressure, like I don't know, let's say I'm gonna take if you're from France, and in France everyone is really technical, like really, really technical. And let's say you're not a particularly technical beatboxer and you want to reach the top 16 in France, for example. Having this pressure of, oh my god, everyone is so good at technicality, it's so hard to stand out, which is true. But instead of saying that, be okay, maybe technicality is not right now my strength, but what is something that others can do? You're like, oh, okay, maybe I'm pretty good at structure, or maybe I have this bass, or I don't know, this combo that people like or can't do, you know? Or maybe I have a pretty cool singing voice, or something. Just note what are your strengths aside and you have to, and especially on an elimination round where originality is where you have to be original and stand out with so many beatboxers. Just noting actually your strength and your weaknesses, being honest with yourself, being like, okay, I don't know, musicality, hitting notes is not my thing, but I'm very good at this, I'm very good at that. And you have to go 100% in this direction. And also it depends, and maybe you want to be a complete beatboxer, you're like, okay, I'm pretty good at everything and I could show a little bit of everything of the criterias. Like, there's actually a lot of possibilities, but just take notes like of what you're good at, and what you are bad at, okay? Because everything is workable in beatboxing. I didn't have the case snare for like the 4 years of my beatboxing career. So and right now I use it a lot, and that was one of my problems actually. So I had to find other ways to do technicality without case snare, for example. So actually just note your strengths and your weaknesses and be honest with yourself. After this, I mean, I don't know how you guys do, like when you record IDs. I don't know, do you use your who uses his vocal notes, like by raising hand? Okay. Okay, yeah, pretty much everyone. You don't do it? Yeah, you do it? Yeah, okay, perfect, okay. So how do you classify your ideas? Do you give names to your ideas? Oh, sometimes, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can give you a pretty good tip about that. It's what I do. What I do is this, okay? It's Collapse that helped me with that. Shout out to Collapse. Let's say, for example, I'm building my elimination and I want a hip hop idea. I'm just gonna type hashtag hip hop in my notes, and here there's all those hip hop ideas I can pick from. Oh shit, there's a lot. And yeah, for example, like I know this is a flow, I know this is a pattern that I can start to use around, like only putting hashtags, you know, you put hashtag hip hop, hashtag whatever, you know, and you find your notation. But I suggest this, you know, putting hashtags and yeah. You put the hashtag and then the name of, yeah. yeah. In the name, in the name of the note. And I mean, I know everyone has different classifications for their notes, but there's like a couple of things I can say to you. Like I classify them in general. Like if I find a technique, I'm gonna call it a pattern. If it's like a bigger idea, I call it a flow. And if there's like, I don't know, a very, very cool idea that I'm like, okay, this can be the core of a round or an elimination round, I call it a main idea. So yeah, that's how I call it. And that's how I can find what I want in my notes. And I note the genre or the BPM. That's how you want. That's how you want. So it's, but in general, I put more the genre now, or depending, because it's just easier for me right now. But you can do whatever you want actually. So yeah, that's actually something you can do before starting beatboxing and noting. You know, just taking your notes. Take well, depending on how much notes you have, it can be an hour or like 3 days. You know, but you can just start re-listening to all your notes and putting names on them. You know, and maybe you're gonna find. I found stuff I did like in 2020, 2021. That's pretty cool, and that I'm gonna use like in the next battles I'm gonna do. So you can be really surprised by, oh, okay, this melody is cool. This worked with an idea I had like 3 weeks ago. It's crazy, you know. So yeah. So that's what you can do basically. Just be honest with yourself and create. I mean, take your notes and just put them together so it's clear in your mind. Okay.